Today I'm going to do a watercolor painting, and I'm going to share with you one of my methods to preserve the white spaces. That is, using masking fluid. I will spend enough time on the planning stage. Drawing is part of the planning. So spend enough time, draw as much detail as you need it, and then you'll be more ready for the painting. Next, I would wet the paper thoroughly back and front, and then I'm going to stretch it on the board with staples. After the paper dries, and then I would use the masking fluid to mask the areas that I want to preserve. Let's talk about why we need to protect the white spaces. If we paint it around the white spaces, that will be fine. That usually the case when you have a smaller painting. But when you have a large painting, and also you have a lot of small spaces, small lines, that you don't want to pay too much attention to protect those lines when you are starting the painting, which is you're supposed to focus on the big masses, the big composition and the big value contrast. We don't need to worry about the small detail at the beginning, but when we need those white spaces, it will be there, and then we can start working in the small details. There's many ways you can apply the masking fluid. The masking fluid is very sticky. If I'm going to use the brush to apply the masking fluid, and if I just dip the brush into the masking fluid would get into between all those brush hairs. Very difficult to get the masking fluid off after the masking fluid dry, which is the masking fluid dry really quickly. The simple trick is, first, wet the brush, and then let the soap to get into the brush here first. Then the masking fluid won't be able to get into between the hair, but only wet outside of the brush. So that is the trick. And it is clean. So there's no much cleanup to do. First, I want to mask those vines. Just keep dipping. Let's wait for a few minutes for the masking fluid layer to dry. Painting is ready for the next step. I'm going to start putting the big colors. So first we're going to establish just 3 color contrast. After I established the overall compositions of the painting, I'm ready to remove the masking fluid, and then I will work into those spaces and the small details and then finish the painting. Using masking fluid is a useful technique for this particular painting. See you next time. And be sure to check onto my Patreon page. I will post some techniques on how to finishing the watercolor details in the Patreon only area. Join me today.